Feet under the shoulders, bring your hands up. We've got an epic routine for you today. Just dropping one hand behind the back, one hand in front, turning from the waist, bouncing in your knees. We call this one Chi scattering. You're going to inhale as the hands come up to the center, exhale out the mouth each time you drop. This is a great one to clear stress, clear stagnant chi from the heart. Open up the shoulders and neck and waist. Nice little warm-up and purging exercise. Okay, we're going to slow that one down. We'll do a similar exercise for the hip joint. Standing on one leg, you're going to sweep the other leg on a diagonal angle. So not going straight forward or straight to the side, but crossing the center line and then going back and wide. Nice one to open the hip and the hip flexors. Notice I'm counter swinging with my arms, helping myself to counterbalance the leg. No particular way you have to breathe with this one. Opening that hip joint. Nice little dynamic stretch. We're going to switch sides, stand on the other foot. Sweep the leg. Again, as you come forward, come across your center line. As you go back, sweep a little wide. Keeping the knee in a fixed position. It's not bending or straightening. It's just staying right where it is. Slow down on that side. We're going to take a nice wide stance, finding a twisting stretch here. Take your arms out wide. Turn to a lunge to one side. Reach through your fingers. And we'll twist 3 times before switching to the other side. Nice lunge. Pulse into the twist 3 times. Turn to the other side. So when we twist, you should be twisting over the front leg. Don't worry if you're doing the same side as me. Just think when you twist, you're going over the leg that's forward. Reaching through the fingertips. Feel a nice expansion across your upper body. Just showing you from the other side here. Just to keep things confusing, I guess. Pulse and twist 3 times each side. Blow out the breath each time you twist. Inhale, then blow out the breath. Inhale across. Okay, back to the center. Point your toes forward, stretch down, reach for one leg, other hand to the sky. Then we're going to switch sides. Hand to the leg, other hand to the sky. Come across, switch sides. So we're keeping the spine straight, legs straight, and we're just twisting around that spine. Lifting one hand to the sky, other hand touching the shin or the foot, however far you're stretching down. Find a stretch that's comfortable for you. Doesn't have to look exactly like what I'm doing. Very nice. We'll hold now. Notice my spine is staying straight. I'm not rounding forward, but I'm twisting around that straight spine. We'll hold on the other side. Just a couple breaths. And then down to the center, just stretch straight forward. Hands on the shins or the feet or the floor, wherever you reach. And let's roll it back up. I'll just show you this one from behind. We're going to turn on the right heel. Finding a lunge, left foot steps a little bit to the left, square your hips forward, reach your hands up. This is like a warrior 1, but we're going to fold from the hips, keep a straight spine, the arms sweep back, palms face down. Then the hands sweep forward, then the spine lifts back up. Look for a stretch on the front left hip. Then fold from the hip until the spine can't go anymore. Then the shoulders bend, the arms go back. Shoulders come forward, hands come forward, then lift the spine. So we're kind of breaking up into 4 parts. You're folding the spine, then the arms, then arms come forward, then the spine lifts. Coming down, sweep. Now we're going to shift forward, preparing for the flying dragon. Nice balanced posture. Try to lift that heel off the floor. You can stay up in that angled position, or see if you can find yourself closer to something like parallel to the floor. Definitely a lot more challenging this way. You notice I have a slight bend in my standing knee. You can have the knee pretty bent if your hamstrings are tight. Allows this hip hinge. We're reaching through the heel and the crown. Then we send it back, sweep the arms back up for our warrior one position. And we'll straighten that front leg and just come down for a little forward fold stretch. Look for a stretch under that hamstring of that front leg. Your hands can be lower, like on the floor, or higher up on the shin, or even the thigh. You want to be up in a position where you get a good stretch without feeling like you're hurting your low back. We'll bring it back up and turn this around. Turning on the left heel, the right foot steps a little right. That back foot, that right foot should be about 45 degrees. We'll bring the hands up. And then again, folding from the hip joint, then the shoulder joint. And then we go from the shoulder joint, sweeping the arms forward, and then from the hip joint, lifting back up. We fold from the hips, and the shoulder, the palms wind up face down, shoulder blades squeezing together, and then sweep and lift. So at the top here, you should find a little hip flexor stretch on the front of the right hip. And as we come down, more of a strength sequence, strengthening the low back, back of the shoulders. Coming up, stretch the front of the hip. Coming down, strengthen the back. And we're going to shift forward. You can maintain this higher position where you can always touch the ground with a toe pretty easily if you lose balance. Or if you feel ready, find this more challenging position, coming to something like parallel to the floor. It doesn't have to be exactly, but if you can get it that exact, then go for it. Here, the crown and heel reach away from each other. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And finally send that back foot back. Lift the arms up, stretch, and straighten the front leg. And look for that stretch behind the hamstring. Again, hands can be on the shin or up on the thigh if you're a little tighter. You can even come down to the floor. If you notice this causing some over stress in your low back, bring it up a little higher. I'm going to walk it back up. Step it back in, shake it all out. We'll place the hands on the hips, give the hips a nice circle. Opening around the hips and waist. And go the other way. Just turning that flexibility we developed into mobility in the joints. Back to the center. And we're going to step it out wide again. Find that same position, turning on the right heel, stepping the left foot a little bit to the left. Call this bow and arrow stance in Qigong. Front knees bent over the ankle. Then we shift forwards and backwards, straightening the front leg, bending the front leg, bending the back knee, straightening the back knee. Keeping the spine straight here at first. And then we're going to turn it into more of a spinal wave. Same motion in the legs, but now we drop the chest and roll up through the spine. Legs strong, spine fluid here. We're just building up for a more complicated motion we're going to do that involves the arms. Here we're going to add that. We're going to sweep the back of the hands forward, cross the wrists, sweep back, hands part over the face. Then we lean forward now with a straight spine, touch the palms together. Lift it up, bend the elbows, heels of the palms behind your neck, and brush across the base of the skull with the hands. And we're going to pull back to the hips, turn left, lift to the chest, turn back right, and press. Don't worry, this is really hard the first time. Pull back to the hips, press from the belly. So this is a flow from Shaolin Qigong. We're going to go through again, crossing the wrists, rolling up, lean back, part the hands over the face. Come forward, straight spine, touch the palms. Coming up, bend the elbows, brush across the base of the skull, back of the hands float forward. Drawing back to the hips, turn left, lift to the heart, turn forward, press from the heart. Clearing all three dantians, head, heart, and here, lower abdomen. Pull back and turn to the center. Turning the whole thing around over to the left. We'll again start with just those simple lower body movements. You want to find a good stance that feels comfortable for you. So as we shift forwards and back here, make sure the stance isn't too long or too short for you. Make sure that back foot is turned at an angle that feels appropriate for your knee and ankle. Just take your time here, feel it out. Then we'll add the spinal wave to it. You can have your hands on the front of the thighs. Drop the chest as we come forward and roll up as we shift back. Nice one to strengthen the legs, open the hips, and make the spine nice and fluid. Again, we'll add the arms as we come down. We're going to cross the wrists and draw up, lean back, hands part over the face. Come forward, touch the palms. Lift back up, bend the elbows, and we'll brush across the base of the skull. Shift back, pull to the hips, turn right, lift to the heart, turn left, and press. And the last one, we just pull back to the hips and press. Let's add our breath on the last one. I know it's a lot to take in, but here we're going to exhale down. Inhale up, parting the hands. Exhale forward, touch the palms. Inhale back, preparing. Exhale out the mouth, clearing upper dantian. Inhale, prepare. Exhale out the mouth, clear middle dantian. Inhale, and again out the mouth, clearing lower dantian. I'm going to pull it back, turn to the center. We'll step it back in. That was a nice little workout with our energy flow. We're just going to go into our shaking here. Feet under the shoulders. You make a bouncing motion that comes up from your legs. All the power in the feet and legs and upper body, low back, neck, shoulders, wrists, all relaxing. Here you can let out some sighing breaths. Sighing out the mouth, clearing stagnant energy from your body. I'm going to slow that down. With those feet square under the shoulders, we're just going to start to enter the flow here with Tai Chi opening. Just inhale, lift the hands up, front of the shoulders, and exhale, float down by the hips. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Entering the flow. We're going to get ready for a flow that continues to work with those three dantians. The three dantians connect to the three forces of earth, nature, or the web of life, and heaven or space. We inhale, lift up, bend the elbows. We're going to press forward, exhale. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, press down. Inhale, float up. Exhale, press. Inhale, pull. And now exhale, press out to the sides, connecting out to the horizons. And gathering that like white light into your brain. Imagine a ball of white light goes down through the brain, heart, belly, and releases as we go back into the flow. We call this Tai Chi opening to the 6 directions. Up and down, forwards and backwards, left and right, opening up to connect to all the energy around us. Imagining we draw it in as white light that passes through the 3 dantians, cleansing and clearing them of any stuck, stagnant energy. Let's add our breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, expand, touch the horizons. This time we're going to hold, expanding our mind out to the horizons, imagining your palms are connecting to white light from all around. And we'll draw it into the mind, the hands like they hold a ball in front of the head, but we're really imagining the white light inside the head. Healing white light. Now it drops down into the heart, middle dantian. Cleansing, purifying, dropping it down to the lower abdomen, the lower dantian. Dissolving any stuck energy. And then release, and we'll make that more of a flow again. Here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, expand. Inhale, gather the white light into upper dantian. And exhale, the white light passes down through the middle and lower dantian. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, left and right. Inhale, gather the chi to the head. And exhale the chi down, all 6 directions. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can breathe on your own. Now folding the hands under the lower dantian, stepping the feet in. We'll do a little motion called centering. You're drawing down the center line of the body, then folding the hand under the dantian, circling the other arm, drawing down the center like a prayer, folding under the dantian. We inhale to circle, and exhale to draw down. Inhale, circle. Exhale, down. As you reach out, you can touch again those 3 forces of earth, life, and space. Draw that energy in through the head, heart, and belly. Fold the hands there over the lower dantian. And just relax into bamboo in the wind. Rocking and swaying. Here, just allowing the energy to move through us. As before, our movements directed the energy inside. The energy inside directs the movement. We'll step it back out and circle the belly. A couple deep breaths down to the belly, storing the chi at that lower dantian, the reservoir of vitality. Circle and breathe. Spiral it into just below the navel. Take a deep breath in. Let it go with a big sigh, letting the chi spread. Let yourself dissolve into that energy. And the energy dissolve into you.